Nippon Hoso Podcast Station.
Today, we're diving into Yuru kyaN or laid back camp. I love camping as well. Okay, I wouldn't say love. That was a strong word. Love is a strong word. I like camping. The line we're diving into today is this one. ラーメン食べる？くれるの？ 1500 円。15回払いでお願いしまふ。嘘だよ。So in English, want some ramen? I can have that for 1,500 yen. I'll give it to you in 15 payments. I'm kidding. Something about cup ramen, it's they taste good in the mornings as well. But cup ramen's in the nature and also at 2 a.m. Those are the best times to eat cup ramen. Oh my gosh. Marshmallows. It was like a whole entire trend during COVID to roast your marshmallows. Do you remember? 覚えてますか？なんかマシュマロを家で焼くっていうのコロナ禍めっちゃ流行ってませんでしたか？日本で。Anime English Club with Sally Amaki. Hello everyone and welcome to episode 26 of the Anime English Club. I'm your host, Sally Amaki. よろしくお願いします。It's allergy season, as you can tell from my horrendous voice right now. Can you tell? It's raspy. I don't know, maybe it's a bit sexy right now. Hey guys. But no, it's allergy season. So in Japan, there's two allergy seasons, one in spring and one in autumn or fall. It is currently fall right now. I never had allergies, but last week I went to Mitsumine Jinja, which is a super popular power spot in Japan. It gives you a lot of spiritual power. And it's in the middle of the mountains. It's in this place called Chichibu. I didn't have allergies before then, but I'm pretty sure there was some sort of something flying in the air in Chichibu because I was in the mountains and I was like, oh my gosh, the air is so fresh. And I took a deep breath and ever since then, this has been my voice. I don't know what kind of spiritual thing was at Chichibu or Mitsumine Jinja, but something was taken away from me in that shrine. And yeah, so from this week's Anime English Club, this is what I'm going to be sounding like. Sorry if you can't hear me, but hey, if you're ever planning on, traveling overseas, you now get to understand what somebody sounds like if they have allergies, and you'll be able to hear them, listening skills. Allergy listening skills. All right, here we go. ということで, let's dive into today's episode. Today, we're diving into Yuru kyaN or laid back camp. So Laid Back Camp is an anime series based on the manga series by Afuro, which started airing in 2018. The anime has aired 3 seasons and produced a movie, and it has also been adapted into a live-action drama. And a 4th season is currently in production, and a new game is scheduled for release this year for this popular series. A game? How would you turn Yuru kyaN into a game? I would love it, though, because I can't do action games. It scares me, so I can't do it, but definitely this is something that I would check out. But anyway, the story follows a high school girl, Nadeshiko Kagamihara, who becomes interested in camping after meeting Rin Shima, a solo camping enthusiast. It's a slice-of-life story where she enjoys camping with the members of the Outdoor Activities Club, Nokuru, experiencing the joy of friendship, the beauty of nature, and the fun of camping. Hi. I love camping as well. Okay, I wouldn't say love. That was a strong word. Love is a strong word. I like camping. I have gone a couple times, but it's so hard liking camping in Japan when you don't have a car. Because a lot of people in Japan actually don't have driver's license because it's such a walk-based and train-based community. So people don't really need cars. But for me in America, people would get their driver's license by the time they were 16 because it's such like a 車社会, like it's such a car-based society. So yeah, I had a driver's license in America, but I don't have one in Japan, so I can't really go camping. How do I change my American driver's license into a Japanese driving license? 免許切り替えが, it's really difficult, right? Oh my gosh, I don't know the street rules of Japan. I don't know the rules of the streets. No, it used to be easy. It used to be easy, but like lately it's been hard apparently because it's so easy for foreigners to get like a Japanese license. They made it harder because people keep getting into accidents. Like, I wish they would have told me like a year beforehand that they were going to make it harder to get so that I would be like, oh, I should like get my Japanese license while it's still easy. But no, they're like, oh, from next week, it's going to be harder. Thanks for the heads up. I can't do anything, but anyway. Anyway, I do like going camping. So the line we're diving into today is this one. ラーメン食べる?くれるの? 1500円。15回払いでお願いしまふ。嘘だよ。So in English, want some ramen? I can have that for 1,500 yen. I'll give it to you in 15 payments. I'm kidding. Hi. So this is from the first episode where Rin Shima and Nadeshiko Kagamihara meet for the first time. So Nadeshiko had just moved to Yamanashi Prefecture and decided to ride her bicycle to see Mount Fuji, but got tired from the long ride and fell asleep on the roadside bench. When she woke up, it was already dark and she had no idea how to get home. That's when Rin, who was enjoying a solo camping trip, helped her out. This is the story of how these two girls met and began their friendship. That's so sweet. This ramen, it was those cup ramens. Yeah. Cup ramens hit so differently in the mountains, right? In the nature. Like something about cup ramen, like it's like they taste good in the mornings as well. But cup ramens in the nature and also at 2 a.m. Those are the best times to eat cup ramen. Oh my gosh. I don't know what it is. It's like a guilty pleasure. Hi. ですね. So let's look at today's useful phrases for making offers and having a friendly chat. So here, Rin says, want some ramen? So want some is a classic phrase for offering something to someone. So for instance, you go camping with someone and they forget their water and they're like, I'm so severely dehydrated. You're like, hey, want some water? Like, want some water? Want some, I don't know, maybe somebody has like, they only have a computer, they don't have any notepads. So you're like, oh, hey, want some paper? Like, want some blah, blah, blah is 何々欲しいっていう, it's like you offer something to somebody. はい. Also, you can use it, not want some, but come get some or some, like come get some is like something you would say when you're about to start a fight with somebody, like, come get this fist, like, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you. Yeah. You shouldn't use it, though, if you're weak. So, hi, want some blah, blah, blah. Next, I can have that. To express a hesitant feeling like, is that really okay? Like, can I really have that? It raises the intonation at the end to make it a question. So not, I can have that. It's, I can have that? Yeah. I can have that, meaning in this case, the ramen. Like, want some ramen? I can have that. はい。ですね. Or you can say, I can have the ramen as well. But the that was in the place for the ramen. ですね. And then after she says, I can have that, Rin says, for 1,500 yen. So, and then she says, I'll give it to you in 15 payments. So 15 payments in blah, blah, blah payments means bunkatsu barai, or to pay in like specific like installments. So in this scene, Nadeshiko didn't have 1,500 yen. She only had 100 yen. So she was like, I'm gonna give you like 100 yen 15 times. So if you want to buy something expensive and you go to the store, but you can't afford it yet, you can be like, I'll can I pay it in like 20 payments or like 25 payments? If you're super poor, you can say 1,000 payments, whatever floats your boat. If you're that poor though, you should not be buying something that needs like 1,000 payments. You should get a job first. はい。でも、分割払い is so dangerous, like blah, blah, like so and so payments, because like it doesn't really affect your bank account, so you keep on buying so many things. Yeah, it's like it's a rabbit hole, like you're falling into a rabbit hole. falling into a rabbit hole っていうフレーズ、私大好きなんですけど、falling into a rabbit hole、本当うさぎの穴に落ちているっていう直訳なんですけど、この分割払い falling into a rabbit hole っていうのはもうなんか抜け出せない底なし沼みたいな感じの、あんまいいことには使わないですよね。It's like you use it for something that means like when you're trying to get into like a negative situation, you're like, oh, I just fell into a rabbit hole ですね。So if you pay so many things and like so and so payments, you're gonna fall into the rabbit hole. So please be careful. はい。うさぎの穴に落ちないように気をつけてください。And then last, after Rin is like, hey, this cup ramen is 1,500 yen. She's like, I'm kidding. はい。I'm kidding は嘘だよとか冗談だよって意味ですね。It's like, it's a common expression. I'm kidding or just kidding. I would say just kidding is a bit more popular amongst the younger generation, I guess. I don't know how old you are, but I would use just kidding. And just kidding also, when I was in middle school, people used to shorten it as like JK. Like just kidding and just taking like the first two letters saying JK. Which really confused me because JK in Japanese means joshikose, which translates into high school girl. So when I used to buy fashion magazines, next to the models, I used to buy like this magazine called 17. And 17 is like a lot of the models are in their teenage years, hence the title being 17. So the models next to their picture would have their name and what year of like what high school year they were in. But in Japanese, it'll be like JK3 or like JK2, as in like second year joshikose, second year high school student. But I was like, what do you mean just kidding too? Like, what are these girls kidding about? Like, why are they joking on this fashion magazine? I don't understand. Yeah. So JK in Japanese means joshikose, but in English, it means just kidding. So, なんてねみたいな感じ。はい。So, JK would be like なんてね and just kidding is like 嘘だよ、冗談だよみたいな。I mean, everything, you can use all of them in the same way. It's just whatever floats your boat ですね。はい。
Is there any other like shortened things?
Psych って言います。like うっすぴょーみたいな。なんか、like for instance, you're like, did you hear? Like, you would usually use it ドッキリかけてるとき when you're trying to punk somebody, when you're trying to fool somebody, you'll be like, did you hear? Like, so-and-so just lost like $500 billion. And the other person would be like, wait, really? Are they okay? And you'll be like, psych, gotcha. そうですね。psych, gotcha ですね。なので、なんてね。引っかかったねの。サイクがなんてねで、ガチャが引っかかったねで。ガチャは got you をピュンってスラングみたいにしてガチャ。ガチャって人ですね。ガチャ。はい。サイク。S-I-K-E。サイク。サイクですね。サイク。しかもサイクじゃなくて、サイクって言わなきゃいけないんです。Hi, you have to say it like that or else it doesn't work. You can't tell a lie and be like, psych. That is scary. That is creepy. You will lose friends. Hi. You gotta be like, psych. I gotcha. ですね。はい。Now moving on to this week's pronunciation. So let's look at the phrase again. ラーメン食べる？くれるの？ 1,500 円。15回払いでお願いしまふ。嘘だよ。So in English, want some ramen? I can have that, For 1,500 yen. I'll give it to you in 15 payments. I'm kidding. One more time. Want some ramen? I can have that for 1,500 yen. I'll give it to you in 15 payments. I'm kidding. Hi. So, no, I don't feel like anything is really hard here, but want some. Again, when I always say in AEC, when there's like the T in any words, I usually say you should make it silent. In this case, it's also the same, like want some. You wouldn't say like want some. You'd be like want some. Want. Want. So pretend you're a dog. You're like want some. Want some. Want some. Hi. Pretend it's one word. Just say it really fast. English, I guess, this is what's really hard about English and Japanese. Japanese, like every word is separated equally. Like it's all one syllable because we're talking in hiragana, like konnichiwa. But in English, it's like hello, like shoo, like it flows. So my first language is English. So when I first started speaking in Japanese, people would say that I would slur my words and they couldn't really hear what I was saying. Which is terrible for a voice actor. Because for a voice actor, you need to be able to enunciate every single word. But when I first started speaking in Japanese, I was saying things in such like an American accent that they were like, your words like sound like they're all together and I can't understand. Like I can't hear what you're trying to say. So, yeah. So I guess if you're going from Japanese to English, do the opposite of what I did. Literally slur your words. Like, want some? Don't be like, want some. Be like, want some? Yeah. Okay. Next, I'll give it to you in 15 payments. I'll give it to you. Give it to you. Emphasis on the give it. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you in 15 payments. 15 って難しいですか? 15. Fifth. 15. これも I don't want to keep on talking about dogs, but this again, it's like when you tell your super loud dog to like be quiet for a second, you know, when they're like bark, 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 and they're like shh, they're like like they do that 最後のお情けのワンみたいな. They do that like little huff at the end when you tell a dog to like be quiet. That's how you should pronounce 15. Like bark, 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 shh, 15. ですね. That's the sound you would make. 15. Hi. So emphasis on the give and 15 the 15ですね. And I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding も kidding. I'mって感じ. Pretend you lost something and you're like, the sound you would make with your throat is the same for kidding. But when you say it, don't be like, I'm kidding. Be like, I'm kidding. Like, 冗談だよのテンションですね. I'm kidding. です。
アニメイングリッシュクラブ with サリー・アマキ。
That's the pronunciation for this week. Now let's look at the cultural context. There is so much cultural context in laid back camp. I've experienced both camping in America and in Japan. First of all, the food is very different. In Japan, it's very popular to eat curry. Like we would all make it together. That's like one whole event. You know, people would make curry with each other. And oh my gosh, when you go with your schoolmates, like there's a school camping trip. A lot of the times, right? There's like a school camping trip. You would be sent into groups and each group makes their own curry. And if you are placed in the same group as the person you like, oh my gosh, best day ever. Oh my gosh. Hi, best event of the day. Hi. But in America, all my camping food was like hamburgers, like barbecue. It was basically like very meaty. Meat or just like cut up vegetables. We wouldn't really like make stew or anything. We might, but like that's very rare. It was like barbecue. Yeah, that's how it was. In my area, I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm just talking about Sally and Maki. But yeah. And also, we don't really have a specific campfire song in Japan. I feel like when I went to camp during summer, as a student, we would all gather around the campfire in America, and each camping site would have like a campfire song. I don't remember any of it. I'm pretty sure they were all kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie. They were all like, I mean, they're like kids' song, but like it really brought us together. But in Japan, what would we do around campfires? Scary stories, I guess? なんか怖い話とかしますか? You dance around campfires? Well, no, not during like school. 林間学校とかじゃなくて、when you go with your friends, you dance around the campfire.
You talk.
Oh,
Drink
drink and
and talk.
talk. Okay. Well, I didn't do that. Oh, s'mores is also very popular overseas. S'mores only became known in Japan in the past, like, what, 2 years? ですよね. Like, yeah, when I went camping in Japan, I was like, are we not going to do s'mores? And everybody's like, what is s'mores? Like, graham crackers aren't even popular in Japan. People don't really eat cinnamon here, huh? Like cinnamon or ginger stuff. Like s'mores is like a little cracker. Graham crackers has like a cinnamon feeling to it. And you put chocolate and marshmallows. It was like a whole entire trend during COVID to roast your marshmallows. Do you remember? 覚えてますか？なんかマシュマロを家で焼くっていうのコロナ禍めっちゃ流行ってませんでしたか？日本で。ですよね。It was like a whole trend in Japan. Like people were like, I never knew marshmallows were this good when you roast them. I was like, how were you eating marshmallows before that? Were you just eating them raw? Like, I mean, I would if they were like small, but like, yeah, they made a whole trend. I'm like, I mean, I didn't want to sound like a cool kid, but I was like, I've been doing that since I was literally like 3, but no, anyway. But yeah. もっと行くと、それで言うと、マシュマロマトリョーシカとかできるんですよ。You can make like when you roast marshmallows, the outside literally slides off. So you eat the crunchy part, and then you would roast the marshmallow again, and then it would harden again, and you just like keep taking it. So it's like a marshmallow matoryoshika. Yeah. So that's what I was into. What else did we do? I don't really want to make this a cultural thing because I don't want to speak for the whole entire culture. But what I noticed, when I went camping in the States with family, friends, and everybody, it was everybody's like husband was around the grill, like cooking. But when I went camping in Japan, it was the wives that were cooking. I found that very, fun. So I got everybody together. I was like, hey, how about we all cook because we're all eating? And then that was when I went with my college classmates. Yeah, it was literally all the girls that were cooking. And I'm like, are we not all eating? Like, are they not eating? Because if they're not helping, I'm not letting them eat. So yeah, I don't want to say it's like a cultural thing, but like that's what I noticed and it was very funny. But yeah. です。はい。So that's it for this week of the Anime English Club. Next episode, we're going to continue exploring laid back camp. We're going to be talking, I guess, about more into solo camping. This week, we talk kind of broadly about camping in general. So please stay tuned until next week. はい。You can listen to Anime English Club as a podcast and on YouTube where you can follow along with transcripts and subtitles. You can adjust the speed however you want and listen as many times as you need to get comfortable with English. Listening over and over is really the key to mastering any language. For Japanese and English subtitles, go to youtube.com/anime-english-club or just search by the title. The Anime English Club wants to hear from you. So please let us know any anime you'd like us to cover or specific lines. If you have lines, please tell us the title and what anime that's from, or just any general English questions. We are waiting to hear from you. So please email us at aec@1242.com. That is aec@1242.com. お悩み相談も、はい。And if you have any life questions, love life questions, I love these. I like this. I like talking about love lives. I love everybody's love life. I am very nosy, okay? わ、very nosy. Very nosy っていうフレーズ知ってますか？ I'm very nosy. なんか nosy なんか直訳できるのかな、ちょっと作られた言葉なんですけど、なんか花みたいな、私とても花なんですみたいな。I'm very nosy. It means when you care about people's business, like when you care about what people do in their private life, like you want to know gossip, like you love gossip. I love gossip. Okay, like I don't care if I don't know them. Please, if any of your neighbors are having an affair, if you have any juicy details about your private life, please do tell me. I am very nosy. Hi. So you can email me in either Japanese or English. メールは日本語でも英語でも大丈夫です。ということで、please be careful, guys, for allergy seasons. This whole entire episode, I was deathly sick. Not sick, allergic to air. It sucks when you're allergic to something that you can't even see. Like, it's here. I'm allergic to this. So if you're ever in Japan, please do not take a deep breath because you're going to end up like me. All right, so see you next week. Bye!
From the Nippon Hoso Podcast Station, this is the Anime English Club, hosted by me, Sally Amaki. This episode was written by Naoki Nakamura, edited by Naoki Yamazaki, directed by Hiroshi Kochi, all from Waltz Inc. Our executive producer is Shiori Tanaka for Nippon Broadcasting System Japan.